Okay, folks, we're here today. I want to welcome everybody out on behalf of the Save Acworth History Foundation. I brought me a little sheet here because I'm old and can't remember. But we also want to welcome the city here, Mayor Alligood and Alderman Richardson and Alderman Price for joining us for this celebration for a very special lady, Miss Ozelle Fowler, who had a dress shop right here where y'all are sitting in 1947. I also want to thank Betsy. I don't know where she's at. Betsy, I want to thank you for making this an incredible cover here. And also, the mayor's going to be speaking in a minute. I also want to recognize a couple of our board members. Betsy Brown, would you hold up your hand, Betsy? Betsy is our vice president and does an incredible job. And Yvonne, would you stand up, Yvonne? Yvonne's our secretary. Let's give them a hand. I also want to introduce y'all to the best mayor in Georgia right here, Mayor Tommy Alligood. Let's give him a hand. And these programs y'all have in front of you, these were created by Tim Richardson almost overnight. So did he do any good with those or what?
Yeah.
Let's give him a hand. Thank you, Tim. Beverly approached me about this idea several months ago, and I just thought immediately it was a great idea because all along here, a lot of people who lived here don't know that there were even buildings here. So we've actually got this plaque right here. We think about where Beverly's mother's front door of her dress shop was at, going by some old Sanborn maps. So Beverly, we're just honored to be here to do this, and thank you for the idea. And we're going to be putting some more on this fence. We want to turn this thing, instead of a fence, we want to make it like a memorial. So, but Beverly's will always be the first. So, again, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I'm going to turn it over to the mayor, and I'll be back in a little bit. We're going to unveil this plaque here in a little bit, and then Beverly will be speaking. So, Mr. Mayor.
Well, thank you, Mac, and welcome everyone. On behalf of the city, we want to take the opportunity to thank the Fowler and the Samuelson family. We know we have family members here. Thanks for coming out today. You know, there's something that is so much that is in the fabric of this community, and that's our desire, our heart's desire, to be able to celebrate and to celebrate the great things that are happening in the community. And we all realize as we come today to celebrate that there are people that came before us that made an investment in our community, just like Ozelle Fowler and the Princess Shop, that made an investment in Main Street and forever changed the way our Main Street has developed. So, Beverly, thank you so much for being the catalyst that gives us the opportunity to celebrate your mother and your family, and this great opportunity as we celebrate the businesses that have been here, that invested in our community long before any of us came along. So thank you so much. And I'm just reminded this morning that we all should be so lucky in our life to, as we're living in our community with our families, to be able to leave some footprints behind. So today we celebrate your mom's footprints that she will leave behind here as we unveil this plaque, as we will always be able to remember the investment that she made in our Main Street. So thank you, and God bless the Samuelson family and the Fowler family. So with that, we're going to do our unveiling, and we'll need a picture. So Mac, if you just step out there, and there we go. So with that, we're going to allow Beverly to do the unveiling. So we just pull. So there we go. Oh, isn't that great? In memory of Ozelle Kuykendall Fowler, proprietor of the Princess Shop, Ladies Apparel, 1947, Save the Acworth History Foundation.
Well, quite a lovely group of people before us, and so happy you're here today. I'm delighted to see relatives, friends of mothers, and mine. Happy you're here. Our family and all are, oh, okay. I've never had this before, excuse me. Oh, okay. Okay, our family and all are very appreciated to Acworth for this tribute. Mayor Tommy, Alderman Tim, and History President Mack made this possible through their hard work and pride in preserving Acworth history. Ozelle grew up about 5 miles from here, and when she and my father came to Acworth, they came here with humble beginnings. Ozelle loved the town of Acworth, and she worked hard bringing quality and value to her customers at the Prince's shop and earlier at the grocery store she had during the war. At one time, she sold Watkin products, material, and patterns to sustain the family's security. And she was a busy woman. She did other things like had a fabulous vegetable and flower garden. She had unique quilts that she made. She did needlework. But in the background of all this, Ozelle's desire was to help the needy. And she did, when she saw these needs, she quietly filled them with neighbors, friends, and strangers. There was times that she would fill the car full of needed supplies, personal supplies, and take them to the prisoners at Reedsville Hospital in Middle Georgia. Those achievements and accomplishments she did with a disability. When I was about 6 or 7 months old, Mother had the measles, and they settled in her ears. And it at that time, lost over 50% of her hearing. And during those times, doctors were not much help in restoring her hearing, and her hearing diminished yearly. But guess what? That didn't stop her. She had a very successful life. And she left her life knowing her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. So she had a full life. You can see why I cherish her dearly with all the love and compassion she gave. If she were standing here beside me, she would be humbled and joyful for this tribute. And at the same time, I know she would be smiling brightly at you. Thank you for joining us in honoring Ozelle Kuykendall Fowler.
Wow, was that any good or what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say I didn't know Beverly's mother. I wish I had. I knew her dad from the service station. My dad used to buy gas from him. And we were talking earlier, he ran a full service station. You can even get your tires checked. For many, many years. They had a service station there, I think, in the 1930s, Beverly.
Yes.
So they had businesses here from the 30s on into the late 60s. So what an impressive family. And it's awesome to be here to celebrate with you today. In closing, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming out and supporting Beverly and the Fowler family in this. And we couldn't be happier. This is what we do. So not only are we celebrating a great lady here today, we're celebrating part of the greatest generation. So let's one more hand for Beverly. Thank you. That'll conclude our program. Thanks everybody for coming out.